was young. It's not my problem. It's not my problem.
It's a Westbrook. Versus East contest here in the windy city of Chicago, Illinois, as the Bulls play one at home. Well, before you look ahead to your busy week, sit down, relax, pull up a chair, as we bring you another NBA broadcast. And thanks for sharing part of your weekend with us. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, with Allie LaForce reporting courtside. Taking a look at Houston. They've got to be hoping that the road will be a little kinder to them than the winless homestand they just concluded.
And it's the last time they'll see these guys. A two-game season series, and after losing that first one, I'd expect them to play with a little extra added motivation.
Going winless against any team is not your desire. I mean, no matter how many or how few times you face it, that's not something you want on your legend. That'll be motivation enough for them today, all by itself.
And the dunk by Capella.
No defense going to stop that throwdown by Capella right there.
And before last season, Ime Udoka turned heads when he said the Rockets, Clark, had playoff aspirations.
Well, kudos to Ime Udoka. I mean, very few people believe they would make the playoffs in the stacked Western Conference, and no one saw them finishing as a 2 seed. They didn't meet expectations. They exceeded.
And it's the Rockets with the ball. The Bulls getting the bucket. Outside for Durant. And some nice passing there by Houston. Shot clock at 5. Over Coulibaly. Bird outside. To the inside. Coulibaly with the steal. It's White on the wing. Pass to Whiteside. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Durant feeling it out a bit. Over Coulibaly. The shot by KD. No good.
Soft defense in that mid-range area, but they got away with it this time.
Right side, no good. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Just a bit ago, Billy Donovan and I were able to chat. We talked about Kevin Durant and just how challenging a matchup he is. He told me, quote, his length is what makes him so difficult. Throwing that quick release on his jumper, all we can ask our guys to do is get a hand up on any shot they can. We'll see how effective their defense is on Durant tonight. Back over to you.
All right, Allie, thanks. And Durant, here we go. Over Coulibaly. Durant, no good.
And that's really just not heads-up basketball. Don't try a fadeaway when nobody's guarding you.
Outside, White. To the middle. Here's Whiteside. And it's slammed in by Whiteside.
And Hassan Whiteside in this deep, he's great at getting inside and finishing with force.
Outside, KD. Offline with his three.
Not
really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Down low. Nice move. Whiteside. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And it's Bird missing. White, wide open. He fires. Off target with his 3. Rockets trail by 5. When you talk about Amen Thompson, Clark, one of my favorite players. This kid is great.
Yeah, he's a joy to watch. I mean, for as young as he is, the way he gets after it defensively, the way he attacks the rim, he plays with a verve and confidence that belies his youth, man. He's a special talent. Freak athlete, exceptional at the defensive end already. And his offense is only going to continue to develop. Boy, that guy could be scary. There aren't going to be many people saying amen having to deal with him. He is 0 for his last however many this quarter, guys. Might need to get him out and let him settle down a bit here.
And make no mistake, Giddey is a skilled passer who knows when and where to put the ball. And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. 6 on the shot clock. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. And it's White missing.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Chicago.
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, and that can be infectious.
In addition to that, they've thrown their weight around inside tonight, too, thumping and bumping in the paint. A lot of their points have come from inside.
Now, Dosunmu. And the foul called on Ayo Dosunmu. That is his first foul of the game. Well, you think about clutch players, Greg, you think scoring. But is that accurate? Or can clutch be in any facet of the game?
It's in all phases. And you think of guys who always seem to come up with that crucial rebound or that big-time stop. Being clutch comes down to will as much as skill.
Durant with a wide-open look. Another miss by Houston.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
To the paint. Here's Vucevic. And Alperen Şengün gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Picked by Vucevic. Dosunmu's shot is off.
Defense may have given him that one. Based on the results, you see why.
They grant their own miss.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Giddey surveying the D. Back to Herter. On the wing, Dosunmu. Still scoreless. 3 on the clock. Here's Giddey. Eason grabs the board. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure. And finally, someone scores.
Yeah, it's been a defensive battle to say the least, partner. Good to see at least somebody got the ball in the basket. Finally.
Over to the wing. Back to Giddey. The shot from the low post is good. Giddey's got his second bucket.
Well, Giddey loves to finish strong inside, and he knows how to take advantage of his size.
Chicago leading by 7.
And Greg, the Bulls have said they're leaning towards building with depth, saying that star teams are more vulnerable to injury.
Well, they don't yet have a bona fide big-time star on this roster, so if you ask me, that might be a case of sour grapes.
2 minutes.
Inside, here's Şengün. And Vucevic pulls it down. And he goes in for the dunk.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now.
Well, you know what? You don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up. You got to be mindful of that.
And Smith with the stuff.
And guys, we're going to see a lot of that from this young man. Smith right now, beasting.
Here's Dosunmu. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Pass to Eason. Now Smith. And it's Smith finishing it off.
Raw power from Smith Jr. on that slam.
The Bulls leading by 7. Now Herter. There's the 3. And he's good on the 3-ball. Herter's got 5 now.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
A true monster in the paint. And just under 7 feet, it can be so easy for Şengün to find those baskets.
Out to the right wing. To the paint. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
And if he sniffs the rim, he's attacking. Getting not messing around when he gets in close like that.
Pass to KD. It's rebounded by Giddey.
Letting him have that from mid-range. Defense dodged the bullet there.
And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession.
Substitution on the court.
To the inside. Stolen by Okoro. The shot misses. And so it's the Chicago Bulls going into the break with a 10-point lead. Defensively, they have had their sights set on Kevin Durant, and they've done a terrific job holding him in check. Back to the action in just a minute. And we've got third quarter of basketball for you, 2 quarters in the books. Here's Van Vliet. Still yet to score. Over White. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Van Vliet's got his team on the board first here in the second half for the Rockets. And for a guy who handles the ball so much, Fred VanVleet really, Clark, takes care of the ball. He rarely turns it over.
Yeah, Freddie is steady, boy. I tell you, man, he is a guy who really squeezes that orange. You can trust him to push the pace and play slow and take care of it no matter what the circumstance is. I mean, his leadership, his clutch production, that guy is the coach's dream.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Hey, thanks a lot. The Rockets have brought in the right veterans. Coach Ime Udoka said, quote, their approach rubbed off on our entire team. We can only teach so much, but you have to have guys that have carved out their niche in the league with that edge and that defensive mentality. It was invaluable for our team. Kevin?
You know, they've got that grit. Thank you, Allie. On the wing, Bird. It's up a 3. VanVleet can't get that one to fall. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. That'll be game 1 of a 4-game road trip. The offensive rebound. It's tipped. Stolen by VanVleet. Bird outside. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
And he comes up with the deuce. Bruce Ellis has got the lead up to 12 now for Chicago.
With his soft touch around the rim, Bruce Ellis should score a lot of points in the paint over his career.
Out to Bird. And stolen by Coulibaly. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Pass to White. Right side a screen. 5 to shoot. White, good.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Right side a screen. Oh, right side in position. Can't hit that one.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
White looking around. Out to the right wing. And the foul on Tari Eason. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
1:39 left in the third quarter of the game. Pass to Okoro. Clock at 6. Back to Whiteside. And he banks in the layup. Whiteside's got 10.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
A try by Thompson.
Tenacious on the attack. Thompson is fantastic at finding lanes to the basket.
1:03 left to play in the third. Here's Giddey. It's rebounded by Houston. Thompson in the posts. Durant at the elbow. Smith right side. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Chicago leading by 14. 27 seconds left to play here in the third. And stolen by Thompson. Here's KD. And then Durant with the jam.
Yeah, you know, they get it to Durant because they trust him. They've got great confidence in him finishing in the open court.
Here's Giddey. Shoots over Van Fleet. And again, no good by Chicago. And so it's the Chicago Bulls enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break.
The Rockets, 20.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. White with it. Pick by Vucevic. White drives in. It's rebounded by Şengün.
For him, it has not been a game to remember, but all they care about is that W.
And they've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
Well, the effort level they've had has been outstanding. Hard to keep a team down when they play with that much energy.
Outside Williams. Shot clock at 6. Down low. Stolen by Durant. Here's Russell. Going inside. Count the basket. Russell's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for Houston. And it's Vucevic missing.
Not a lot you can say except fantastic job by the defense.
Here's Vucevic. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. At one point, they led by 16.
And just running the offense, White's that new breed of combo guard who can do a little bit of everything.
To the middle. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Pass to Herter. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Goes up on the high post. And the shot no good, a bit short. Rockets trailed by 11. Here's Eason. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Eason's got his first points in this one. Vucevic outside. And here is Dosunmu. Unloads. Cleared away by Eason. Rockets trail by 9. Now Şengün. Good on the basket.
Love when Şengün looks to score, especially from the interior.
Now here's White. Here's Vucevic. Pocket pass to the paint, and he punches it home.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Now Russell. Now Durant. Stolen away. And now Williams running the floor all by himself.
Good job getting the ball and completing that play.
Boy, there's not much defense available once a steal is made. That's the best time to attack on the break.
Outside Durant. Puts it up from 15. Vucevic pulls it down. Chicago leading by 11. And the foul on Tari Eason. That's foul number 2 for him. Stolen by Bird. And the layup is off. On the wing, Giddey. Just 5 on the clock. And there's the dunk.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for Chicago.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching any lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
Really, they had their number this season. 2 wins, a home win, and an away win.
Yeah, I thought the result might be a little different this time around, but clearly I was mistaken. Now they'll have to wait till next year for a shot at revenge.
And guys, one of the steady and outstanding players putting in another impressive performance. It was a big-time outing for Hassan Whiteside.
Well, I thought the job he did on the glass was absolutely terrific, extremely physical. He left it all out there tonight.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. This game may not have been the most exciting.